Hi, welcome back to the blind LP of Eagle Eye Mysteries in London. We are now going to start on Case of the Roman Ruins. So let's begin. Jake, I've just had a call from Chief Warder Hargreaves. There's been some trouble at an archaeological site at the Tower of London. What happened, Anam? From what Mr. Hargreaves says, it looks like one of the people excavating the site has stolen some of the valuable artifacts right from under the noses of the guards.
Wow.
Well, let's get over there, Stakaze, and see if we can help the beefeaters corner the culprit. That sounded weird for some reason. Okay, let's go to the Tower of London. Look, Stakaze. Oh, I forgot the music. Alright. No, we are not done. Okay. Look, Stakaze. They're excavating right here in the middle of the tower grounds. I wonder what they're looking for. I don't know. I've been supervising the excavation since it began on Monday. How did I read that as Thursday? On Monday. All three of the archaeologists left at 5 p.m. yesterday as usual, but when I went over the inventory last night, I noticed that some of the rare gold coins we found were missing. They were uncovered around 2 p.m. yesterday and all the archaeologists were terribly excited. I remember one of them said the coins date back to the very beginning of the Roman rule of Britain. Okay. The Romans used to rule Britain? You mean like the Caesars? And those guys? The very same. You can pop by the British Museum's library to read up on that if you like. Okay, we know where we are going now. The archaeologists are digging up these artifacts so that we can learn more about the early days of Romans in Britain. I didn't get a chance to see the coins myself when they were found, but when I made a quick check of the inventory last night, I saw that Mrs. Smith had written coins worth 100 denarii? Give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. It's pronounced as denarii or something like that. So, I saw that Mr. Smith had written coins worth 100 denarii on his find list, but we only have 4 coins. What? Had written coins worth 100 denarii. But one coin is worth how much? Did they say? He didn't say. Thanks for coming, Jake. I knew I could count on you and Stakaze to help out. If word got out about this theft, it would be very embarrassing for all of us here at the tower. We try to be very selective about whom we allow to excavate or dig up the historical areas at the tower. All of our archaeologists are world-famous experts. Some of them are celebrities in their field. We've spent no expense in putting them up. They're staying at the Ritz Hotel. I can't believe that one of them would stoop so low as to steal any of the coins found at the site. But I suppose the lure of the ancient gold was too much. I have a feeling this is a misunderstanding. I only hope that this can be taken care of before I'm forced to alert Scotland Yard. The excavation site is near an old ruined wall in the middle of the fortress. The sign on the wall states that it was once part of the city wall that surrounded the Roman city of Londinium? Maybe? The 4 gold coins are stamped with the profile of a Roman emperor. Wow! These coins are heavy. They must be made of solid gold. That's right, Jake. That's part of why they're so valuable. My voices are changing. The writing around the edge of each coin includes the words CLAVD, Caesar? CLAVD? Weird. I wonder what that stands for. Oh, he doesn't know it too. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. In the British Museum, maybe? Let's go. Oh, look. Yeah, it's Mr. Sneed. Uncle Bessel's pal, Mr. Sneed, knows everything about everything. He'll be able to bring us up to speed on the Romans in Britain. Okay, Mr. Sneed. Chief Warder Hargreaves just rang up to warn me that you two would be skulking about. I'm much too busy unpacking our newest encyclopedias to look up information for you. But you're welcome to look through the books on Rome I pulled out for you. Do you realize that? Did you realize that he's already doing stuff for us anyway, even though he was too busy? What is tsundere? That's a Japanese term. You might want to step into the Greco-Roman exhibit at the museum too. I hear that an expert on ancient Rome is lecturing there today. And I'm not being useful at all. I totally am not helping you out at all. Nope, I'm not. It is fascinating to think that Britain was once part of the magnificent Roman Empire. Even today you can see evidence of the Roman influence. Our language and alphabet are closely related to Latin, the language of the ancient Romans. Many of the roadways we use today were once Roman roads, okay? Even the number system used on the back of this encyclopedia set is Roman. It's 4. Because, you know, Final Fantasy. I've seen letters like that at the end of movies and stuff. I always wondered, what do they mean? It means 4, Jake. That's 4. Alright, let's see. He's teaching you now. These are Roman numerals. The Romans wrote down numbers using the letters I, V, X, C, and so forth. Okay, I didn't know about the C part. I've never reached that far. There's no Final Fantasy C. And so forth. I stood for 1, V for 5, X for 10, and C for 100. See that? 100. We have never reached 100 yet. Maybe. The order of the letters is important. For example, X equals 10, but IX equals 9. I totally know this. 1 before 10. XI equals 11. Because IX is like 1 before... Okay, fine. He is explaining it that way. Never mind then. XI equals 11 because X plus 1. Get it? Get it? Oh, okay, fine. 1 after 10. This encyclopedia volume is marked IV. What's that? 4. IV must stand for 1 subtracted from 5. 4. The Roman numerals say this is volume number 4. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here's the stack of books Mr. Sneed left for us. Which one of these should we look through for information about the Romans in Britain? We're not gonna have to choose. Romans in Britain, Romans in Britain. The most about Romans. I don't know. Encyclopedia? Maybe? Or world history? You don't know about Romans itself or the history of it? Oh no, okay. We'll choose one. Oh, okay, never mind. Fine. Should have chosen that first. That's right, Stakaze. We'll get a scoop on the Roman invasion from the world history book. Alright. Before the Romans conquered Britain, the forests and hills of England were populated by tribes of Iron Age peoples who were ruled by individual kings. The forests and hills were populated by tribes of Iron Age peoples who were ruled... Okay, fine. The first serious Roman expeditions to Britain were led by Julius Caesar in 55 BC, but it was not until nearly 100 years later, in 43 AD, that the true Roman occupation began. Alright. Roman forces under the leadership of the Emperor Claudius faced fierce opposition from British tribes, a revolt led by... I have seen her before in some previous case, but I believe I pronounced her name wrongly, so now I'm gonna check it properly. Okay, here we go. Roman forces under the leadership of the Emperor Claudius faced fierce opposition from the British tribes. A revolt led by Boudicca, something like that, queen of the... Oh no. Okay. Queen of the Iceni tribe nearly forced the Romans to leave Britain. In defense, the Romans built forts and walls around many of their towns, traces of which can still be seen today. The Roman Emperor Hadrian even ordered a wall to be built to clear across England. Roman troops built the wall to keep northern tribes from coming down into southern England. The wall still stands and is called Hadrian's Wall. The organization and advanced strategies of the Roman legions eventually overthrew the British tribes, who were forced to stop fighting during part of every year in order to tend their crops. The Roman occupation of Britain continued until approximately 409 AD, about 350 years, when the weakness of the Roman government caused its empire to decay. This book on rare coins should be able to tell us a little about the coins found at the tower. Ancient Roman coins, including those from the time of the Emperor Claudius, can be very valuable because of their age and rarity. Roman coins came in several denominations or values. The most valuable of these coins were the gold aureus? Maybe? Aureus, yes. The plural of the word aureus is aurii. Aurii? No, I can't find it. It's not there. So somebody can please tell me what it is if you know. I'm gonna go with aurii first. Like, cactus, cacti. So, unless it's not cacti. Aurii from the time of Claudius are can range in value. Okay. Aurii from the time of Claudius can range in value from 3,000 to 26,000 pounds, depending on their condition. From 3,000 to 26,000 pounds. Okay. Wow. 26,000 pounds? That's about $40,000. A silver coin called a denarius from the time of Claudius can also be quite valuable. One denarius can be worth up to 2,000 pounds. Oh. The plural of the word denarius is denarii. Yeah, that's what I realized. In Roman times, one gold aureus was worth 25 silver denarii. I cannot even imagine. 4 gold aurii would be worth 100 silver denarii. 4 gold aurii is worth 100 silver denarii. Oh, okay. Was it gold? Was it silver? Both aurea and denarii minted under the Emperor Claudius were stamped with his portrait and the phrase CLAVD Caesar. Oh no, it's you. Sorry, I read ahead. The phrase CLAUD Caesar, an abbreviation of the Roman spelling of Claudius Caesar. Alright. That's something we now know. Great idea, Stakaze. The museum has a whole section on the Romans. Let's see what we can find out there. Goodness me. These statues were collected from Greece and Rome. They are over 2,000 years old. The fresco itself shows a scene from the Greeks' battle with the Amazons. Note how perfectly the sculptor has carved each rippling muscle. Okay. Oh, it's Mr. Frescura. Whom I can't remember his voice too. Fascinating, Mr. Bentley. Your knowledge about the ancient Greek and Roman civilizations boggles the mind. Of course it does, Frescura. These details take years to learn, and a brilliant eye for art takes a lifetime to perfect. I feel confident in telling you that my understanding of ancient history is unmatched in our century. I must say I am impressed, but I recently read an article by a Mr. William Smith that left me gasping. The man is a genius. His comments on the early days of Roman Britain had me entranced. Such insight. Who? Smith? That bumbling booby? You must be joking. The man doesn't know his Apollo from his Dionysius. Something. Why his incompetence nearly put... Why his incompetence nearly put an end to a dig we had in Mexico. What? The fool forgot to file the necessary papers to get permission from the Mexican authorities, and we were nearly deported. In fact, I suspect he has somehow bungled his Roman dig at the Tower of London. It may be they've postponed the excavation today because of some error of his. Oh, he doesn't know? Okay. A Roman Empress bust or his statue is on display as part of the Roman art collection. The inscription reads Augustus Caesar. Wait a minute. The coin says Claudius, wasn't it? Augustus, weird. I wonder how you're supposed to say that out loud. I just pronounced it as Augustus. Yeah. My dear young man, the ancient Romans printed the letter U as a V. That inscription reads Augustus Caesar, the name of one of Rome's greatest emperors. Roman emperors were also known as Caesars, you know? Okay, now we know. I get it. So the inscription on the coins we saw Stakaze read Claude, not Claude. That must be short for Claudius. Coins from the time of the Emperor Claudius. Now, some of those are very rare, special indeed. Only yesterday, I myself uncovered 4 such coins, each of them worth thousands of pounds. Uh-oh. What? What does that mean? Next. Ritz Hotel. Mr. Hargreaves said the 3 archaeologists were staying here. Let's see if the receptionist can tell us where they are. Okay, before that. Oh, this is Mr. Smith. Dash it, I despise the fact that this day is being wasted. I should be over at the tower digging up artifacts, not here at the hotel sitting on my hands. What on earth would possess them to stop the digging now? I say some treachery must be afoot. It's that rascal Chin, no doubt. Perhaps he's found a way to get Bentley and I put it on the project. That way he'd be able to take all the credit for the find himself. And what a find it is. Just yesterday we uncovered a cache of coins. A cache of gold coins worth 100 denarii. That's terribly valuable in itself. It doesn't say whether it's silver or what, right? Because the gold coins is supposed to be worth 100 silver denarii. If it's 4 of them. I'm confused. That's terribly valuable in itself, but from being from the time of one of the earliest Roman invasions makes them even more important. I myself am planning to publish a paper on the find, and I'm not going to let some prank of Chin stop me. I was about to ask the same thing. What makes you think Mr. Chin pulled some kind of trick? Oh, the man's impossible. I've had dealings with him before. Last year we were excavating a site in Egypt when one of our workers fell ill. Chin gave an interview to the press claiming that the curse of the mummy had struck. I believe the man would do anything to get his name in the papers. I don't know who to believe anymore. Yes, Mr. Chin, Mr. Bentley, and Mr. Smith are all guests of ours. Their stays, however, are being paid for by Her Majesty the Queen through the Tower of London. Now let's see. I believe the gentleman seated just over there is Mr. Smith, and Mr. Bentley informed me that he would be giving a lecture at the British Museum this afternoon. I'll just check my log and see if, yes, Mr. Chin left a note that says he'll be exploring Stonehenge today. I guess we'll be heading there. He left for Victoria Station just over an hour ago. Alright. Let's go. Victoria Station. I need to get ready my Google Maps. Probably. It seems kind of weird to me that Mr. Chin would just take off to Stonehenge all of a sudden. Maybe he's trying to skip town with the coins. The guidebook says that Stonehenge is near Salisbury. Stonehenge is supposed to be one of the most mysterious prehistoric ruins in the world. Okay. Salisbury. The train to Salisbury will take us to Stonehenge, Takaze. Let's see if we can catch up to Mr. Chin there. Oh, I don't need to check. Okay, you may have this moment to read that. Oh, nothing. Okay, are we done? This place is so cool. You can almost feel how old it is just by standing there. I mean here. I wonder if that guy talking to the guard is Mr. Chin. Let's talk to the guard first. Mr. Chin is one of the most interesting visitors we've had in these parts in the ages. He certainly knows his ancient history. We've been having a good long chat about the Romans and what their impressions of the British must have been all those centuries ago. I've always heard the Romans thought Britain was a wild place full of magic and mystery. They were none too keen to meddle with us at first. The early British were savage men from the forest who must have seemed exceedingly strange to the civilized types from Rome. There was one tribe I heard tell of, called the Picts, that must have scared the Romans something fierce. They were wild men from the north, and when it came time for battle, they covered their bodies with a strange blue paint from a plant called woad, I guess. That must have given those Roman soldiers quite a fright. Okay, we'll find Mr. Chin. Mr. Chin. Okay. Yes, I am Mr. Chin. I was honored to be invited by the British government to take part in excavating the ruins of the Roman city wall at the Tower of London. I must confess, the opportunity was tempting enough to convince me to work with that fraud John Bentley once again. Mr. Bentley? Why do you call him a fraud? Why is everyone insulting each other? It does not speak well of a man for him to speak ill of his fellows, but I will not hide the fact that I believe John Bentley's work to be sloppy and careless. We once worked side by side on a dig in Crete, and his carelessness lost us our funding. He kept very sloppy notes on the inventory until no one was sure what had actually been uncovered. But some of the Roman ruins here in England are some of the most interesting in the world to me. They are remnants of one of the furthest corners of the great Roman Empire. England was the most distant outpost of Rome's imperial colonies. When we compare what we find here to ruins back in Italy, we can see if life was different for the Romans stationed in Britain, okay? When work was called off for today, I took advantage of the holiday to explore some of England's other interesting sites. Having read about Stonehenge in ancient Roman writings, I could not resist the chance to see the famed standing stones, alright? Mr. Chin's briefcase is open on the grass beside him. The briefcase contains several books that appear to be written in Chinese and a small velvet bag. Well, I'm not sure we are done. Alright, there's like no other place to go, so I guess we have to solve. That's strange. Why not we look at this? Mr. Bentley, Mr. Smith, Roman coins, Mr. Chin. So, I think they are real, and I think it's correct. See, okay, the 4 coins are solid gold, right? So, 4... No, I think it's the coins. I think it's correct. We're gonna solve it. Yeah. Alright, see, worth 100 denarii. The 4 coins are solid gold. I need to find the one where the coins stand for. Yes. 1 gold aureus coin is worth 25 silver denarii coins. Silver coins called denarii from the time of the Roman Emperor Claudius can be worth. That's not quite. Perhaps. So it's either this, where it says it belongs to Claudius, or I don't know. Maybe I'll go for this. Oh, okay, we're done. Great. Now, if you think that one of the archaeologists stole 96 coins, pick that suspect. If you think there's been a misunderstanding, and the coins are safe, pick the Roman coins. Here we go. Yeah.
You got it!
You got it, Stakaze. All the ruckus over the coins was for nothing. There were no coins missing at all. All of the archaeologists at the site had something nasty to say about each other, but you saw through all that to the plain facts. Mr. Smith recorded the find of 100 denarii in the inventory. When we talked to him, he mentioned the find of a cache of coins worth 100 denarii, correct? But Mr. Gribbs only counted 4 coins. Yes. And when we talked to Mr. Bentley, he said they had uncovered 4 valuable Roman coins, correct? The key to the mystery lay in the fact that the coins found at the tower were gold, not silver. Yes. In the library, we learned that 1 gold Roman coin called an aureus is worth 25 silver Roman coins called denarii, correct? 4 times 25 makes 100, so the 4 gold coins were worth 100 denarii, just as Mr. Smith told us, and just as he wrote in his inventory. None of the coins were missing after all. Correct. Okay, and we're done. So for the next case, alright, we have 3 more left in this book. For the next case, we'll have case of the interloping imposter. So, until the next time, thank you for watching and goodbye.